Chance to catch up on their kickflips with Skate It, a version of the game developed for Wii and DS. So what do we need to know about this one? Matt, it's actually up to you.
It is up to me, and we're going to take a look at it now, so let's go ahead and start the demo, guys, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Natasha's going to be on the board giving us their demo.
So yeah, first of all, let's go over the premise. Why did you guys decide to bring this game over to Wii to begin with?
It's really a new set of controls, so it's a new way of skating that we can share. And, you know, we finished off the original Skate on 360 PS3, went super well, but it was focused on the sticks. So coming over to both the DS and the Wii, just unique control systems, which has worked out great. And then with the introduction of the balance board this year, it just takes it to a whole new space.
Now tell me about the city. It seems a little void of human life at the moment.
Well, where we're skating is kind of picks up where Skate left off. You go to the city of San Vanelona, you're back there. That's where the original Skate took place. There's been a series of disasters. People have actually evacuated, so you don't have to worry about cars, traffic, getting chased by security guards. You can just jump to all those cool places that were in the original Skate. But they've been through a disaster, so they've changed.
I like
it. After you've kind of proven yourself, you also get to go to real-world locations that nobody's seen before in the Skate.
That's a pretty hardcore storyline for the Wii.
That's pretty hardcore. Now,
yeah,
come on,
serious.
Tell me this had to be a way to get this thing running on Wii. Take out those people, get everybody out of there. You got yourself a nice, smooth environment.
It's also part of the gameplay. When you're rolling around on the balance board, you know, steering, getting a feel for it, you don't really want to be dealing with a bunch of people. You don't really want to be dealing with stuff. It really fits the style of gameplay.
So the game plays without the balance board, though, right? You can play it just with the Wii remote if you want to.
Yeah, well, everyone's got a remote.
Yeah.
So you can play it with just the remote, and the remote works great. Hold in your hand, tilt it and twist to get yourself steering, lift it up to ollie, tilt it back to land into manual. Manuals are actually easier on Wii than they were on the next gen, on the 360 PS3. And so you can play with just the remote. If you have the balance board, though, that's when you're really going to feel like you're skating.
How exactly does that work? How are you guys separating what you can do with your feet?
Well, as soon as you plug in the balance board, you don't have to plug it in, it's wireless. But as soon as you're on the balance board, it becomes your skate. So leaning left to right, get yourself turning. Tish is working his legs a little bit. A little casual today, but. And then moving your weight forward and back, you can get yourself up onto the nose, front wheels, back onto the back wheels to do a manual.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And a little bit of a push on the board is actually how you ollie, and then do your tricks.
Let me just jump in really quick and ask you, now you're a skater, so how intuitive is this for you? I mean, do you feel it's, you know, pretty close to the real thing, or what?
Well, you're not moving, so you don't get all those G-forces, but it is skating. It works like a skateboard, it behaves like a skateboard, and you really feel it. You see people giggling about it once they get on it. When Danny Way was on a little while ago, he was just super excited and started talking about getting the pros together to have balance board contests.
So if Matt got on it, he actually might be able to do something with his life?
Well,
probably not, no, still.
Well, it is a video game. It's not as hard as reality. This is something that's actually fun to play.
By the way, I
can't
have
do 3 flips,
punched a girl before.
Here.
Have you?
Yeah, just throw it out there for you.
You shouldn't make Bozon cry, dude.
All right. Hey, I wanted to know about the how you're separating the balance board hot zones. So how does that work exactly?
Yeah, if you're pushing down on the board, you're going to get an ollie. But if you're pushing down up near the front, that's where you'll get an ollie. And then there's the 4 corners. So if you put your weight down onto one corner, you're going to get a trick.
Okay.
And
so how would I do a kickflip, for instance?
So a kickflip, depending which way you stand, is going to be on your back foot, either under your heel or under your toe, and just like giving a quick push. And it's doing some heel flips there. And also up near the front is where you'll have your nollie flips. Then using the D-pad, you can switch to different sets of tricks. So pressing right on the D-pad, you'll switch over and you'll start doing shove-its instead of kickflips. And a light touch will give you a 180 shove-it, a hard one will give you a 360 shove-it.
How easy is it to go into manual?
It's just lift up a foot.
Just
just balance on one end.
Nice. That's very cool.
Yeah,
so, you know,
works
Nintendo just announced Motion Plus. Are you guys kind of salivating at the possibilities with that as well?
You know, we're actually stoked where we're at with the remote, and you don't have to aim it at the screen. Doesn't matter where you are. It's just you can just play as it is. So, always curious about new stuff and what that can offer, but we're really happy with what we've got.
It seems like it's coming together. I got a chance to play it just for a little while at EA3 recently, and I had fun with it. There's a learning curve to it, though. You can't just get on and go. That's what I found out.
Well, you can get on and do stuff, right? And then when you want to start calling your tricks and you want to start getting good, especially if you skate and you know, like, I know I actually want to do a kickflip here and I know I want to nose grind that rail, then you're calling something that's a little bit harder and it takes a bit of a learning curve. It's actually a fairly deep game. I'd say it can be really fun just to skate around, but pretty hardcore if you want to get really into it.
It actually seems pretty intuitive too, because you know I grew up skating too, and I got on the balance board and I'm like, well, let me try a kickflip. I tried it, and just, you know, what came naturally to put my foot out there like that, I tried that, and it worked.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. When you want to ollie, you just kind of lean back and you can ollie off something. I think it works, man.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Nintendo's done a good job. You know, we don't have to sell a peripheral because Nintendo made one.
So how's the storyline playing into everything then? So can you give us a little hint of like how you're advancing through the levels? I know you said you started out in the city, but then you go to other real life places, right?
Yeah, well, we're going to start talking a little bit more about the challenges and where you get to go in the future. But right now, yeah, you're going to get to go to real world places after you prove yourself, after you get the phone call that says, hey, I've seen you, want to come to someplace else and see what you can do.
Awesome. You know, it's technically the future now, like 3 seconds in the future. So if you want to go ahead and talk about it.
I'm looking for weeks.
Oh, man. All right.
Natasha will get mad at me.
Get mad.
So how does grinding work?
Grinding's like the original skate. Basically, it's up to you to land on the grind. Ollie, get your timing right, land on top of the rail, and you'll grind. No buttons.
What are you guys shooting for at the final? Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, hey, you want to wrap that one up really, really quick?
Yeah, I do.
Short answer because we're running out of time.
Okay, frame rate wise, what are you guys shooting for?
Good.
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 Give me
Okay. All right,
better
awesome. That
estimate.
was a great answer. Looks very interesting. I'm sure a lot of Nintendo fans are looking forward to playing it when it comes out later this year. We will be back for more E3 2008 in just a bit. Stay tuned.
Roll it.